What if you could meet your mother when she was your age?
I've been looking for a sign.
What if you could see your family
Just a light
before it was broken?
Sadie, you play a girl who is ripped from the city and the life that she knows there to go to the country because her mother is trying to accomplish something. And she's resentful and rebellious. But experiences she has there soften her. And I wonder what it was like playing that kind of really big arc.
Yeah, I think, like you said, Alice goes through a huge transformation in that, even in the very first episode. And for me, it was like, the timelines, the two separate timelines couldn't have been more clear, because the person that she is in the 90s when she meets her grandfather and she meets her mom's brother, Jacob, like completely softens her and completely reveals who I think Alice really is, which is like, a really loving person, a really creative person, a musical person, funny, and like, like a sweet person towards her family. And so, how do you go back to a time in your life where you're mad at your mom, you're mad at your dad, you're mad that you're in the country, you're mad that you're living with your grandmother who you don't know. And in some ways, it almost makes her more angry, because that stark difference between what her family was like in the past and what they're like in the present is so frustrating, because all she wants is for them to be the way that they were. It was really exciting. And filming that scene where she meets her family for the first time, the experience of filming that was like exactly how it is on camera. Like it just felt like everything was coming together. It was so beautiful. So I personally felt like so warm and transformed by that.
How long have I been gone?
You missed the rest of the summer.
Kat, how am I gonna explain this to her? I should have texted.
Texted? Have you ever kept any big secrets?
I can time travel.
The time travel thing is another element that, in terms of your continuity, you're playing her in completely different universes in every way. Was that a little bit tough to know what exactly you needed to do that day? That seems like a very complex situation.
It was a very big task, like keeping track of, what do I know right now in the present? What do I know because I know it in the present? What do I know because I know it in the past? What do the people I'm talking to know? And also, we were also shooting 2 episodes at a time, so then that was jumbling it up enough. And so that was interesting. But the people who really, I was holding on to that information, but it was kind of a group effort too. There was, of course, the directors of the individual episodes. They also knew the full arc of the whole season. Yeah. And I didn't have a sense of that as we were going along. So it was a group effort to keep track of those time travel details.
What an amazing experience for you as an actor. Really and truly, you're so fortunate.
Yeah.
And you referred to the pond, you spend a lot of time in the water. And I wonder if you thought sort of, the symbolic meaning of water and cleansing and all this kind of stuff, or were you more concerned about, are there any bugs in here?
It was kind of a big turning point. You realize like what you've embarked on by having the pond be such a main feature of the series.
A character, really, yeah.
Yeah, a character for sure. And so it was such a big accomplishment. I think everyone felt like, oh, we just got over this huge thing that we've all been putting so much importance on. We're trying to take in how important and special it was that there's this beautiful pond set and this amazing opportunity as an actor to be working with like even just stunt doubles and like to be working on all this like stuff that I would never have dreamed of being able to do, and also filming underwater, like with a camera.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like, okay, logistically, this is crazy. So, but it was really cool. It was really cool.
I grew up with Andie MacDowell and I just love her to pieces. And she produces this and she plays your grandmother. And I wonder what you learned from her.
She has so much experience, and she has these iconic roles and an iconic time travel role too. which I think is really special. We just had such a family dynamic between the three of us. And so I think something I absolutely take away from that experience is just how, like, you know, you can be a pro and you can be so warm and generous as a person, and the two are not, you know, separate things. I think that both Kyler and Andie were mentors to me, like in like an industry sense, in an acting sense, but also they are my friends and I consider them, you know, like family now. And Alice storms out of a lot of the scenes that we have together at the beginning of the series. But I've been thinking about how I would storm out of the scene and then I would like turn right around and sneak to look at the monitor to watch the rest of the scene play out, because it's such a masterclass to be working on a series with both Kyler and Andie. And so it's been really special.
What if you could meet your mother when she was your age?
I've been looking for a sign.
What if you could see your family
Just a light to
before it was broken?
my way through the dark. I'm gonna find my
What if the only way forward
way home.
is to go back?
The Way Home, Sunday, January 15th at 9, only on Hallmark.